My latest adventure brings me to northern Italy to meet with one of the best coaches in the world, Riccardo Piatti. To those that know him well, he's affectionately called the Maestro. His vision, as conductor of an academy, is to masterfully unite his team so a harmonious blend of people can come together to create what some would call art. I'm here to behold the Maestro at work.
I'm ready to go.
I've dedicated my life to the sport of tennis. And as a professional player, I've traveled to all corners of the world for the game that I love.
I'm ready to go.
I'm Alizé Lim, and these days, the world's top tennis academies are opening their doors to share their philosophies and training techniques with me. Together, we will meet the visionaries behind the academies and explore the culture that makes tennis a global phenomenon. This is Academy Life.
The picturesque Italian Riviera is a mountainous area perched between France and Italy along the Mediterranean Sea. The Piatti Tennis Center is nestled into the hilltop village of Bordighera and charmingly placed next to a rustic olive farm. Riccardo is a world-renowned coach and is committed to teaching his famous Piatti method with the vision of turning players into champions. His facility is small and focuses on quality, not quantity, with an emphasis on junior players and their overall growth. How would you describe yourself as a coach?
I'm watching a lot. And I try to see something that the other doesn't see. And when I'm working with a pro, I'm very strict. They need to do well everything. I'm not, if they put ball out, it's good. No, the ball needs to be in or over the net. I'm very strict. And for do that, you need to hit the ball well, you need to move correct, you need to do everything.
And what are the values that you want to instill players like this who come to train? The kids, for example?
Love the sport.
Love the sport, yes.
Love the sport because, of course, many of them are coming here for becoming great player, but for me, it's a game. Yeah. Especially in that age, it's very complicated to speak with them or the parents or the agent that in the end is a game. You need to love this game because imagine a Nadal, he's 35 years old, but why is there? Because he loved to do that.
Riccardo's career started with Ivan Ljubicic. After a short time together, Ivan climbed to world number 3. Riccardo has coached several players ranked within the top 10, including Maria Sharapova, Milos Raonic, Richard Gasquet, and most recently, Jannik Sinner. So you were traveling with players for a long time, and then you decided to open this academy 4 years ago?
Yeah, working with great fitness trainer or great physio, but all together they have the same approach. And here I educated all the coaches, all the physio, all the fitness trainer to work together.
It's like a big family.
It's a big family, and in a big family sometimes are coming new people, and sometimes the old people leaving. That is normal.
Yeah.
That is normal. Here we are 4 courts, but working 30 person, 28, 30 person. So
would you say it's small or it's big for you?
For me, it's big. Everybody thinks is small, but for me, it's big. This is Ernest.
Oh, yeah.
Is there. Ernest. Like an actor. The only thing that I have is one part good and one part bad. I have age. I'm older than them, and to have that kind of experience is not so easy.
Yes.
What the difference between one coach and the other, I think you need to have a method and you need to have experience. And the experience you cannot buy.
So you're trying to help more players to become better by coaching coaches?
Yeah, my idea is the quality.
What's your goal as a coach now? You've had you took some players to top 10.
Of course, becoming number one or win a slam. I never win one, but I don't care because you know about the men part. I was working for a year in men part, but I was unlucky not to have Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic.
Yeah, they won everything.
Okay, Novak, I was coaching him for 1 year. I was coaching.
How was that?
I was coaching Novak when he was 18, 19, but in that time I was with Ivan Ljubicic too, and Ivan was already top 5 in the world, so I cannot follow both.
Did you already think that Novak would become like this?
Yeah. I followed the result, and there was one tournament in Manerbio, and I think Novak was 16 years old, and I heard about this guy, and I take a car, I went there to watching him.
Oh,
but
wow.
But I was not thinking to work with him. Okay. Then I saw him in Australia, then he qualified, and he lost, I think, to Marat, easy. Okay. In the first round, and then Fabio Della Vida, he told me, why you not speak with Novak, the parents? And I said, okay, pass me that. And I was talking, and then I started like this. When I came back, I started with Novak. Back in foreign was already great. I was working a little bit about serve. You see immediately that he was good. Wow. Especially he was very mature. He had a strong family, mother and father helped him quite a lot.
We are the chosen. Get back up again. Get back up again. We are the chosen. Get back up again. Get back up again.
Being immersed in the tennis world and having an eye for raw talent, Riccardo spotted this 14-year-old sensation and folded him into the Piatti family for training. Manas is originally from India and is already signed with IMG as one of their top junior players. I wanted to hear more from Manas on his experience with Piatti. Now, how is Riccardo as a coach?
He's nice. No,
what kind of coach is he?
No, he doesn't shout.
No, he doesn't shout?
But my manager wants him to shout at me.
So you moved here with your mom?
Yeah. My mom.
How did you hear about this academy?
No, my manager told me about this academy, and
So is it the first academy you went to?
Yeah. I came here 10 days before COVID, and then I just came back here after COVID.
You're doing school at home?
I do the school in India. I do it online, but just for the exam, the final exams, I go back to India. Yeah,
So you study by yourself online?
Yeah.
And how many hours do you practice here every day?
3 hours fitness, 3 hours tennis.
3 and 3?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, it's the best place to train, right? Because the food is so good here. Would you say that Riccardo is typically Italian?
I don't know.
One of Riccardo's techniques is that he uses video analysis to help illustrate his coaching method. During our hitting session, I was filmed and Riccardo wanted to review the video with me to give some advice on my backhand.
Yes, come on. Follow through up. Brava. Yes, very good, brava. Come on, brava. Okay, great, good. If a racket is there, I know that you can do everything with that ball. You can go there, you can go there, you can go up. You're using the racket. So, elbow is up. And you relax. Mm-hmm. For me, that was good shot. Mm-hmm. If everything work, you need to have a feeling the ball was going out easy.
It was.
It was. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, yeah, Riccardo is such an expert in technique. I don't think I've ever analyzed my technique, my game, into such details of talking about angles and numbers and not analyzing slow motion on my forehand and my backhand. And And I know I have this problem with my backhand and the left hand, so I think it was a great exercise to help it in a simple way. See, you shouldn't listen to what they say. You can still work on your technique even after 30 years old. Ricardo stresses the importance of hitting the film room to watch matches and analyze various players' techniques. He believes this is an integral part in a player's overall education.
We start from the points. Okay, this is...
So that's Yannick Sinner.
Yeah, what he's doing. You serve, now you need to put attention. When he's making the step, he's on the line, the baseline. And then after that, what he's doing? He's moving on the back or in front?
Front.
Okay, the idea is moving in front, because if you move him back, what happened?
You open the court for your opponents and you run more.
And you run more. Okay, the ball is coming. The hand stay down and the racket stay up. Then he see the ball. When they see the ball, everybody is doing that. Alt. They show the face of the racket where the ball is coming. So, and the two hands, they stay down to the shoulder. Okay, go. Okay, that is the most important point for me. So, arrive there in the short times. The best player thinking that they're moving the racket in front in ready position very fast. Rafa Nadal, it take the racket with his left, but he take the racket with right hand. Maria Sharapova, she's right, but take a racket with left. Why? Because he can have the right hand open and to change grip very fast and to make that kind of rotation of the shoulder. Okay, this is when he was 14 years old, and then last year. Look, left arm.
Oh, yeah, it's further away.
Yeah, you see the arm, no?
Yeah.
And he was 15 years old. He needed time.
Yeah.
And they, here they coming. I like a lot young. I like a lot working with the coach. But in the end, you need to, they need, and we need to explain in which way they can come in pro. First, okay, repetition, good technique, good strategy, but time. If you have no time, it's different. It is very difficult. Okay, we take normally for the serve Roger, because Roger is very easy. What he's doing? Parallel the 2 feet. Okay? Important for me is first the position of the feet. Second point that you need to thinking, that is question for you. Okay. When you serve, where is the body?
Forward.
Why?
Because that's what he's going to have to do with the ball later, so your body remembers.
You are close to. For me, it's very important, and thinking about it, and you're doing the same, the body is where is the racket. Okay. The racket is in front, is there. The racket is here, the racket is there, the racket is there. And for the shot, it's the same. When you are ready in position, the body is not stay back, it stay in front, and then you follow the shot. The body need to stay where there is the shot. Okay, this one is position the feet, the body, the racket, the body is in front, where is the racket. And then important thing is making rotation, turn the shoulder, rotation of the shoulder. That is very important. Another thing that Roger's doing better than everybody, the ball is going out from his hand and the racket is already up. And then he hit the ball.
Just as simple as that.
Yeah, it's very simple.
The next part of my education was to head to the mental gym, which is another aspect of Riccardo's philosophy on holistic training. Dr. Riccardo Secchiarelli is a sports psychologist who works alongside Formula One drivers. He created a training system he calls mental economy to help drivers actually practice their mental concentration and focus. I wanted to chat with him to find out the crossover between this and tennis. Ciao.
Hello.
Hello.
Ciao.
Hi, I'm Alizé. Nice to meet you.
Did you enjoy the test?
I'm about to try it, and I wanted to know how it works, why you created it. I heard it's for Formula One drivers, so you can work on their concentration, but I'm sure you have a lot to tell me about it.
It's like a gym for the brain. It's like when you go in the gym and you prepare your muscle to be a top tennis player. This is a mental gym. You go in the mental gym to prepare your brain in order to put you under pressure and then to give you all the tools to manage your brain. When you say a person is under tension, it's because it's stress. The stress brings muscle stiffness and you lose coordination and you consume double. Don't waste energy. This is our mission. Don't waste energy for nothing. Save your energy.
To do this, I have to put this.
Oh, wow.
To measure your brain strain.
Oh, my God.
For your heart rate. Okay?
Okay, it's already up.
Okay. So now we can start with the color test to look if word and color are the same. Look these two. And with this, you have to click. Go. Okay.
20 numbers from 1 to 20?
Numbers. Okay. It seems easy, but it's not easy
No,
when you
it's so
are
hard.
here to do the test.
Yes!
98.
How many?
Only 2 mistakes.
Oh my
God. You are very good.
But
so
I mean,
in the first line, you can see the mistakes and the other response.
That's the one when I screamed.
No.
The college really reminded me of tennis. It's like, you know you're up and you know you're in the zone, and then you feel it when you lose it a little bit, and you're like, oh, I have to get back there and don't start like going somewhere else. And you want to like relax your brain, and you have to think, okay, no, I'm staying there. Just like when you're like down 5-2 in the third or something. Part of the Piatti method is the collaboration between athletes and their entire team. I'm still actively on tour, and as I'm in my 30s now, I prioritize flexibility and recovery a bit differently at this stage in my career. Dalibor is an elite physical trainer that has been working alongside Riccardo since the beginning.
So, Alizé, we're gonna start with some testing. The first test will be deep squat tests. Imagine that the chair is behind you, and can you sit? This is it. 1, 2, 3, and go up. So again, think about control. This is not a strength test. Assessments to see if you can do this triple flexion. Okay, perfect. Go, sir. Up, 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 up. Inhale, flexion, flexion, flexion. But listen, keep it like this, neutral. Okay, stay here with the control. You feel a good stretch in the spine rotation. 4, and give me last one. So give me a big step forward, hands behind your head, give me rotation to one side, to the other side, stand up and big step forward. Yes, yeah. Nice, both arms together, nice. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, and go. One push. 5, okay. 5, okay, rest.
Those active mobility exercises I feel are so important, and I feel it more and more as I'm getting older. It's a way to be flexible and warm up at the same time and not be passive. Actually, one of these exercises I think I'm going to keep in mind for the future, for my warm-ups. Next up, I've got a session booked in with the osteopath, who is absolutely key in an athlete's routine for the prevention of injury. And Marco is integrated into the overall strategy for each athlete during the time here. Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. I'm Alizé.
I'm Marco.
So you're the physio here?
Yes, I'm physio here.
Okay. So my back has been hurting a lot. I just finished fitness now. Would be nice to do a bit of recovery and maybe check my balance.
Okay.
Also, I have this thing here that's bothering me.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you want to do it.
Okay. Cross your arms and turn.
That's, yeah.
Max, okay.
I have no rotation. And this side is worse.
Go. Up. Release. Okay.
Oh, I love that.
It's okay?
Yeah.
No pain?
No, your technique is gentle, actually. You know what I mean?
I work on your diaphragm and viscera to recover the mobility on the back. Better the mobility.
Oh, wow, yes. Jeez, can we do my whole body?
The key factor of the center is the collaboration. And so we talk with the physical trainers and the coaches. And we devise all the tennis players some indication to be in balance and safe on the court. Because our job is to keep the guys
healthy.
Yeah. Here in the center we have one innovative laser. It's an evolution of the laser designed by Dr. Parra, a former well-known doctor of the Italian Federation Tennis and Riccardo's friend.
He created it?
Yes, and this is an evolution.
I have an inflammation on my wrist here. I had to stop for a while. I got an injection. I had a cast. Can I try using it?
Yeah. Stimulate the biological process.
I thought it would be warm, but I don't feel anything. Do you use this a lot?
Yeah.
First, yeah.
Okay,
all right.
we finished.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
You too?
Feeling better?
Yeah. More rotation and more
internal rotation of
the hip. And that's important when you're over 30 years old. Luigi, the director of the center, keeps the organization running like a well-oiled machine. He's been involved in the sport for many years, and I wanted to see if he could explain why Italian tennis is on the rise. Why is it that you think that Italian tennis is doing so good right now? Is there a reason to it that's making Italian tennis better?
I think that there are many reasons, not just one. Because the Italian Federation started 20 years ago to set a new program, starting from the young kids and from the promotion. So there was this kind of development during this year. And then another goal was to increase the coaches level. No? So
that Riccardo does as well.
Exactly. Riccardo was one of the first who inspired a lot of coaches, because he was the first in Italy who started to travel with the players to create a team, not just the coach, but also the fitness trainer, the physio, and he was a sort of ancestor, of all coaches. So they were inspired, and that's why there was a great development.
Andrea first met Riccardo when he was just 14 years old, and now he's one of his prized coaching protégés who has gone on to coach pro players himself. he understands firsthand what it's like to be a coach under Piatti's wing and in this family-run environment. So you're like Ricardo's protege?
Yes, I mean...
How did that happen? How did he shape you into his...
So I called him and I told him, Ricardo, can I come to talk with you? And I took my car, came here, and I said, okay, I want to join you. I want to stay with you much more as possible, to learn as much as I can. And it was almost 9 years ago.
So you were on court with him every day since then?
For sure, to stay a lot of hours on court. This is the first thing that he teach me. Yes, this is for sure the best advice that I understood from the beginning. The patience to do step by step the correct stuff that he told me, and yeah, give me the possibility also from the beginning to stay with him, with the player that he used to work. So it was great.
And now you are shaping other coaches. Now it's your turn to pass along and your turn to be mentoring other coaches?
Yes, yes, yes.
How
yes.
is it from going to being coach to coach?
I like a lot. I like a lot because Ricardo, I think, is the best to manage the situation with the players. He knows exactly when to talk with you, what to tell you, and I'm really proud to always, every day, try to catch something from him.
I can't think of a more fitting end to my time here than to share a meal with Ricardo and his family. Ricardo's wife, Gaia, helps run the academy and his son practices here. It's no surprise that Ricardo's academy is peppered with faces that have been part of his life for many years. It was important for you to create something that has a family atmosphere?
No, I like that, you know, because I'm the older here, yes. Oldest. I'm the oldest. And then to see the kids coming, growing, to see the coaches growing, to help them, and then it looked like a family, and I like it. When I had the first team, was Karate Furlan more than Brandy. I had no center. We coming they living all with my mama, in my mama house in Como. And we have a bed for everybody. Mm-hmm. We have a room with 4 beds, one for Furlan, one for Karate, one for more. We like this kind of, it's typical, I think, from Italy family, to be open, to like this. We like that.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting time for Italian tennis at the moment, right?
Yeah. Of course, it's important not to have a level, but win the slam. And now I think is the goal that the young player in Italy, they need to have to win a big tournament like Roland Garros, or US Open, or Wimbledon, or Australia. And I can they have a possibility to do that.
Family is a strong force within Ricardo's life. And he's built his academy with a tightly knit community of coaches who have learned from the maestro and will continue to pass along his wisdom and love of the sport to the next generation of aspiring players. Well, I'm off to my next excursion, and I can't wait to show you what's next. This is Academy Life.